Beneath forgiveness is the story of my life. Listen and give me advice. I'm in this ambulance heading towards the hospital unconscious. This is me lying on the hospital bed in coma. I am Jenny for short. This is me after 2 weeks in the hospital. I recovered, but I wasn't myself. I need a therapist. I was married to Bonaventure, known as Bosco. He was very rich, had cars, different cars, beautiful house that we rented, beautiful kids. We were happy. But suddenly, something bad happened. We got wrecked. Bad business with bad people. My husband came from grace to grass. This is my husband going through papers to find how he can make ends meet. His goods was seized even. He plays draft, ludo, and so many other odd things. This is where we live. We eat. We manage to eat through my hard-earned money. It's my husband looking tattered, looking unkept, never concentrating on anything. Yeah, these are my kids outside. After the terrible incident, I went on my knees. I prayed fervently. I went into my business because I learned catering from school. I went into producing snacks of different sizes and sending them to shops, to school, packaging them to eateries where they allow. I even joined women who cook for occasions, burial, wedding. This is me by the street corner of a school, selling my snacks just to make ends meet so that we'll be feed. Working in occasions. This is me baking cake for a wedding. I have a friend, her name is Dorcas, very close friend at that. She's always around in my house. Cook, helping me, gisting with me at good times and at bad times. It's me talking to my husband, trying to see what we can do. But suddenly he received a call while he was thinking. A friend he has helped years ago, Matt, came in from Canada and invited him and took him out for lunch and gave him some money much later. He told me and we were so happy. Matt visits the house and promised to see what he can do to bring him back to normal. This is me and the kids dancing for the good news. We were so happy, we were so elated. Suddenly, we were dancing, we were happy. We eat very well then we had to relocate. We changed our house from this bungalow. Things are getting better because the money is coming. Then we moved to another house because the money is also still coming. So the custom office, they called my husband to come and clear his goods. He was so happy. He went there after a few days. The goods were cleared. They gave him his papers. They gave him his containers. He was so happy. Then he found a warehouse because that's where he normally do business. And they cleaned and loaded the warehouse. He made me the manager of the warehouse. And then I was also taking care of my catering eatery place. This is me, Dorcas, and my husband eating. We are always going out. We are always out. This is me and Dorcas shopping. I was shopping for her. We normally shop together. She's my best friend. We do a lot of things together. Suddenly, my husband was always going to the embassy to get his visa. And finally, he got his Canadian visa through the help of Matt. We were so happy. So much joy. Then we saw him off to the airport while he was going to Canada. We escorted him to airport. And then he arrived to Canada. When he arrived Canada, Matt received him in Canada. And then we started making calls. Now we can talk on phone since he's no longer around. I was so happy. Life was good. We rented even another apartment and we started building also. Finally, we completed our duplex in Lekki, Lagos. This is my friend and I chatting. She wanted to tell me something. She told me that she's leaving for Canada in a few days. I was so happy. She said her cousin had asked her to come over, who is in Canada. So I had to escort her to the airport while she was leaving. This is us taking selfie. Dorcas calls me from time to time. We're always on phone. She calls me every time, and we're always happy. We chat a lot, never knowing what was happening. This is her and a baby. She never told me she was pregnant. She never told me she had a baby. This is my husband and the baby. One day I was mopping the floor. I can remember vividly. My kids were at the dining table doing their homework, and Jenny called. Her and my husband, they called. When I picked the call, they broke their news for me that they are married and they have a child and they are expecting another one. I closed my eye, and the next thing I do when I got up in the hospital. This is how I found myself here. I've been trying to recover since, but it has not been easy. The betrayal, it was too much for me. My kids are always there, trying to console, trying to comfort me, telling me that life will be better. But what will I do? This is them in Canada having fun. Advise me on what to do in this situation because I'm losing it.